Showering spots along the coast, low 73 to 77. More clouds and sun for Saturday with a shower and thunderstorm or two, especially in the afternoon, high 89 to 91. On Sunday, mostly cloudy and breezy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Thank you, Joe. It's 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. We've been looking forward to this interview for a while, and Robert and I are it's going to be an interview, but I mostly want Anthony James to talk to us. He is a candidate for Marion County Commission District 5. He has impressed both Robert and I in an amazing way. I mean, we've always loved Anthony because he's just a great guy, but his understanding of what this county needs and what he can do to help us has impressed us, and I don't mind saying that. And he's here right now to talk about his candidacy, and we've been offering this to all of our candidates, by the way, this free 10 minutes on WOCA. Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning. How are you all today?
Good to see you. It must be exciting right now.
Yes.
Just a few days left, and you'll find out whether the message made its way to the people.
Yes. I'm hoping so. It's been, this past year and a half, I've learned more about myself than I ever did, and I'm stronger for it. And it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been stressful. It's been, I've been excited. I've cried. I've done everything. So it definitely takes a lot out of you. It really does.
Your challenge will be to convince the others, if you're elected, to go along with some of your ideas. Can you share some of those ideas? What specifically would you like to do if you get elected?
Well, my first and foremost reason for running, and this ties in, is that all of the visions for the county. First of all, I don't see a vision for the county. I don't see anybody talking about a vision. I don't see anybody talking about a plan for now, for later, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. There is no plan. And I don't know, and if there is one, nobody knows it. And which is not good, because the people of Marion County should be included in that. But more than anything, the children have to be included in the vision of the county and where it goes. A kid that started 8th grade last week or 2 weeks ago, in 8 years, they will be back here with a college degree. 8 short years. So what does that child have to look forward to coming back home? Or can they come back home? And the answer is no. And it's shorter for somebody that is not going to go to college. That's only 4 years. Do we have enough things? Have we planned carefully to make sure that there's more infrastructure and things coming in? And we haven't. And yes, we got AutoZone, we got FedEx. It's rolling, but it's coming now. But we still don't have a vision made. It's here now, but for later.
What infrastructure would change things?
Well, more building. I don't necessarily know if the businesses that come here, that want to come here, are able to come here. I mean, what have we turned down in the past? And if we've turned down stuff, where's the transparency to let the Marion County residents know why we did something and why we didn't, or why we did something?
Or why we didn't ask the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Think about this. I think it was in what I was told, 15 years ago, there was an opportunity for Walmart distribution center to come here.
Yep.
15 years ago, that brought about 500 jobs. Okay. How many jobs would that be today? 1,500 or 2,000? So because we still didn't have a vision, that decision is affecting Marion County right now. Right now. It's affecting us because there is no plan for what we want to do. And it's so frustrating that my daughter graduates this year. In 4 years, most kids, when they graduate college, they have to usually move home, stay with mom and dad for about 6 months to a year, but they've interned somewhere in their hometown, and they can go and they can start their career. And they can get on their feet and then go out into the world. Now, our children really now are forced to go somewhere else. They're forced to do it.
Are there any money things that you can address that maybe are wasteful that we could stop wasting money on?
There's a lot of, it depends on who you talk to. yes, the golf tournament, we paid a lot of money for the golf tournament to come in. We pay a lot of money to, you know, the Chamber and Economic Partnership. We do that, but where is the bang for our buck? Where is the bang for our buck? Let me tell you, and the plan, again, still rolls on to other things like our first responders.
Right.
Is there, okay, all of the candidates are saying, oh, we want to give first responders raises and stuff like that. Okay, what if you do that this year? Great.
Yeah, the question is, where does the money come from?
Well, not only that, but is there a plan or vision for them to get a raise the next year or the next year? Because I'm sure our deputies and our fire department people, I'm sure that they would like to plan for their future too, knowing that I'm going to get a raise every year so they can make plans for their future. Nobody has talked about a plan. If you have attended any candidate forum, not one single candidate out of any district has talked about a vision or a plan for Marion County, because they can't. If you go to votemarion.com, you are able to pull up every single candidate and all their donors. So, I said that I would never come out and bash any opponents. I wouldn't do that, and I'm not. But it's the truth. You go there and look, and ask yourself if this is the heart of the commissioners that want to get on this board, or the candidates. Are they with you, or are they with the people that donated thousands of dollars to them? So ask yourself, when I'm voting for someone, do they really have my special interest at heart? And if you have children, you really have to look at that. Because people can say all they want to do. You have to start looking at the heart of people. That's where we start in local government. Look at the heart of people. And that's my whole problem right now, is that Marion County is so full and so rich in soil and land and all that. It's a great place to live, and I've only been here almost 6 years, but I'm glad I was able to raise my daughter down here. I'm glad that she got down here, so it's there. It just, we need something more for later. And I know we can't dive in and run in and do everything now, but at least there's a plan.
We have the education opportunities in Ocala have increased greatly. The building across the street used to be a community college. Now it's a state college. It's the satellite campus of many prestigious colleges around the state that have campuses right there across the street.
Yes.
So we can get an education here, and what it sounds like you're saying is that education should then be applied here. We shouldn't be training people here to be moving somewhere else in the state or even in the country. Well,
absolutely. Think about it. I mean, where most kids here if they raised here and everything, they want to go to either UF or College of Central Florida or for University of Florida State or whatnot. So they get a great education here in Marion County. They go off to this college. We put our kids through school. And all of the talents and all of their knowledge and all of their abilities cannot be used here. So what happens? They move into other communities where they can get jobs and start a life and make those communities better. Meanwhile, we keep pushing the younger people out.
Right.
Because we're not trying to do it, but there's nothing for them to come back to. So we need to figure out, okay, these are the things we need to do, because, we all are not going to live forever. We have to pass this down. A lot of people here in Marion County has retired down here. They have retired here, but they're from somewhere else. But they made those communities better. They made them prosperous. They left their kids there to take over, and they moved down here. Well, that's what we need to do here. Leave our children something to do here so they can prosper and they're not left with a mess.
The land area of Marion County, and everybody knows this, is larger than the land area of the state of Rhode Island. So
yes.
as a county commissioner, you literally have an area larger than one of our states to handle. Do you think that the Marion County Commission has fairly represented the entire county, or do you think they've favored Ocala? And do you think they've favored East Ocala more than West Ocala?
Well, I believe that you could just see what they favored. you can look and see where they have favored. Reddick, you should look at the places like Reddick and Citra, all that. Look at all the people that have nice farms out there and stuff like that, all the land out there. What have we done? Or are we going to stick to one main road and make that one of the busiest roads in Florida? Everything is concentrated here instead of out in West or East Ocala. So everybody has to come in here to where it's the city. Okay? Everybody's concentrating right here. Those people in Reddick and Citra and Bellevue pay the same taxes. So why aren't things going over there to help prosper them as well?
And Denellen.
And Denellen. Denellen, look at the airport. I mean, I remember having specific government and military people coming out to train in Denellen. I can't really say who they were, but look at that airport out there. Look at the things that are around there. Build around that.
1 minute.
And it's really it's frustrating. But I just want people to help. I just want to help.
If you just wrap it up, give us anything we can use to help us know your positions better. Do you have a website or any meetings we can go to?
Well, AnthonyLJames.com. Just read about me. A lot of people that know me and have seen me speak, they have all called me. They have all done everything that they needed to do. I just want people to understand that I'm here to help the young people and the older people, but I'm here to help everybody prosper, not just the special interests. But please, please, please do your research on the candidates before you get your vote. That's all I have to say. But God bless everyone, and I am so excited, and I'm in faith to be your next candidate commissioner for District 5.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Accusations of racism taking center stage in the race for the White House.
Hours after her campaign posted a video showing KKK members voicing support for Donald Trump, Hillary